March 12th, 538 AD. 30,000 screaming Gothic barbarians are finally running for their lives, chased by one man and 5,000 ragtag defenders. Rome should have fallen in a week. Instead, it became the longest, weirdest, funniest siege in history. And the secret weapon? Floating mills on the Tiber River that the Goths swore was witchcraft. Today, we're getting the full story, plus a blueprint you can steal for your own overwhelming odds. Stick around. This one's wild.
Woo! Translation. James, if 30,000 barbarians showed up at our door, I'd be hiding in the treat jar. You're braver than me, dude.
Quick history lesson before the bloodbath. Western Roman Empire collapses in 476. Ostrogoths, under Theodoric, take over Italy in 493 and actually keep the lights on. Senate, aqueducts, taxes for 33 years. Then everything goes sideways. Theodoric dies, his daughter gets murdered, and Byzantine Emperor Justinian says, "Time to reconquer the West." He sends his superstar general.
Woo! Justinian was like the original send help texter. Belisarius, fix Italy, please. Classic boss move.
Belisarius, Balkan kid, former bodyguard, already conquered North Africa with 15,000 men. One-eyed, stone-cold, and apparently allergic to quitting. He rolls into Rome December 9th, 536, with just 5,000 troops. Citizens open the gates and cheer. Easy, right? Nope.
Woo! 5,000 versus 30,000? That's not an army, that's a book club with swords.
Then February 537, Gothic King Vitiges shows up with 30 to 50,000 warriors plus wives and kids. They camp in 7 huge forts around the city and cut all 14 aqueducts. Rome goes from bread capital to Ratburger town in weeks. Welcome to the Ghost Siege.
Woo! Ghost siege? More like everyone's hangry siege. I'd last 3 hours before selling out for kibble.
Day 18. Goths wheel up massive siege towers. Everyone's terrified, except Belisarius. He literally laughs out loud, then orders archers to shoot the oxen pulling the towers. Towers stop dead. Fire arrows, problem solved. Debate time. Comment below on this. Was Belisarius a tactical genius or just insanely lucky?
Woof! I vote genius. I tried laughing at the vacuum cleaner once. It still won.
Goths. It's such a hard word to say. Oh my god. Goths blocked the mills on Janiculum Hill. No grain, no bread. Rome starves in days. Belisarius' solution? Chain boats together across the Tiber, mount water wheels on them, and let the current do the grinding. Floating mills. Citizens called it genius. Goths called it witchcraft. This is the blueprint we're stealing today.
Woof! Ancient DoorDash. 1 large pepperoni history, extra cheese, no Goths. Delivered by River Current.
Belisarius used Hunnic horse archers for constant sallies, lure Goths in, then ballast and catapults turned them into pincushions. Both sides are starving. Citizens eating dogs. Ugh. Sorry, karma. And grass. Goths are just as miserable.
Woof! Eating dogs? Rude! I'd have started a union. Paws off the pups!
Pope Severius gets accused of secretly talking to the Goths. Belisarius deposes him on Theodor's orders and installs Vigilius. Was the Pope a traitor or just trying to save lives? Drop your verdict in the comments. This one always explodes.
Woof! I'm Switzerland. But if the Pope had treats, I'd probably switch sides too.
Goths try sneaking through the Aqua Virgo aqueduct and drugging guards. Spies catch them. Belisarius stalls diplomacy by sarcastically offering Britain in exchange. The man had jokes in a siege.
Woof! Britain bold. I'd have offered them my squeaky bone collection.
Justinian finally sends help. Belisarius' guy, John, raids the north and captures Ariminum. Vitiges' supply lines snap. Winter famine hits the Goths harder than Rome.
Woof! Cut the snacks, cut the army. Ancient wisdom right there.
Vitiges orders retreat up the Via Flaminia. Belisarius waits, then hits the rear guard at Milovin Bridge. Pure chaos. Hundreds drown or get slaughtered. The Ghost Siege ends exactly 1 year after it began. Rome is saved by one stubborn general and some genius floating mills.
Woo! Victory lap! I'd be doing zoomies around the Colosseum.
Belisarius goes on to capture Ravenna. The war drags until 554, but March 12, 538 proved a tiny creative force can outlast an empire-sized bully.
Woof! Small but mighty, like me after 3 treats.
So that's how floating mills and pure stubbornness saved Rome. Now, what if I told you this exact blueprint works in 2026 for your own life?
Woof! Here we go. Motivational dog time.
When life blocks your aqueducts, toxic job, bad habits, overwhelming odds, you don't quit. You chain boats and build floating mills. Invent new ways. Laugh at the siege towers. Hit back with 15-minute daily sallies. That's the Belisarius mindset.
Woof! And if you fail, blame the Goths. Works for me.
Day 1, fortify your perimeters. Block notifications. Day 2, build floating mills. Automate your grind. Day 3, laugh sarcastically at your problems. Day 4, 15-minute sallies. Small daily attacks. Day 5, cut enemy supply lines. Delete those apps off your phones. Day 6, depose inner traitors. Audit your circle. Day 7, prepare monthly ambushes. Plan big strikes. Repeat forever. You've got this.
Day 1, Day 2, Day 3, Day 4. Woo! I only made it to Day 2. Treat break!
If this story fired you up, smash that like button. It helps the algorithm more than Belisarius helped Rome. Comment your debate answer. Was Pope a traitor or not? And which day of the 7-day plan are you starting tomorrow? Share this with one friend who needs to break their own siege. Subscribe for more wild history that actually helps your life. I'm James Bay. That was Karma. And you have a great day.
Woo! And I approve this message. See you in the next siege, legends!